Why are thousands of dreams still unfulfilled in Delhi NCR? Why has trust in RERA broken? Imagine you put together your lifetime savings to buy a small dream, a home. A home where you wanted to hear your children's laughter echo, where the sunlight streaming through the window would brighten your future. But when years pass by and that dream remains trapped only on paper, no words can describe that pain. Thousands of flat buyers in Delhi NCR are experiencing this very agony today. The dream home, for which they toiled day and night, still remains incomplete. And the biggest irony is that the law they trusted the most, RERA, has now become the greatest source of their broken trust. Today, we will explore why, despite a revolutionary initiative like RERA, thousands of buyers in Delhi NCR are still homeless, and why dreams in real estate continue to shatter. But before that, if you are new to our channel, please don't forget to subscribe so that you receive updates of all our latest videos first. So let's begin today's discussion without any further delay. The year 2016, when the government announced the Real Estate Regulatory Authority, or RERA, a new ray of hope lit up across the country. Millions of flat buyers, who had been troubled for years by the arbitrariness, false promises, and fraud of builders, thought that perhaps their pain would finally come to an end. RERA's objective was to bring transparency into the real estate sector, provide protection to buyers, and make builders accountable. Before this, the sector was dominated by chaos. People would invest their life savings to buy a home but in return received incomplete buildings, stalled projects, and endless rounds of the courts. RERA was created precisely to resolve these problems. Under the law, it became mandatory to register every project. No project could be sold without registration. Every builder had to provide full disclosure about their project, such as land documents, approval status, construction progress, and details of how the money would be used. RERA also gave a clear definition of carpet area so buyers could have transparency about the actual usable space in their flats. Earlier, builders often deceived customers in the name of super area. RERA claimed to put an end to this practice. Another major advantage of RERA was that if a builder delayed the project or failed to fulfill promises, the buyer could file a complaint against them in RERA. Hearings were supposed to be conducted swiftly, and justice was meant to be affordable and accessible. At least, that's what was written on paper. But today, 9 years later, when we look at the ground reality of Delhi NCR, the picture is not so bright. Thousands of flat buyers are still sitting with their dream homes incomplete. In areas like Noida Extension, Greater Noida, Gurgaon, and Faridabad, there are countless scattered buildings that are either unfinished, deteriorated, or where construction was never completed. Organizations like NEFOWA, Noida Extension Flat Owners Welfare Association, have been fighting for years for the rights of flat buyers. NEFOWA's Vice President, 𝐮𝐸𝐿𝐻𝐻, says that while RERA has increased transparency on paper, there has been negligible change on the ground. RERA issues recovery certificates, but it does not have any power of its own to enforce them. Buyers still have to run from court to court, visit the DM's office repeatedly, and ultimately are left with nothing but waiting and disappointment. Similarly, NEFOWA's ex-Vice President Manish Kumar says that RERA has become a toothless tiger. It can pass orders, but it has no real power to enforce them. Builders ignore the orders without fear, knowing that RERA itself cannot compel them. Manish himself is a flat buyer in Supertech. He filed a complaint with RERA in 2018, and the order was passed in 2019, imposing a penalty on the builder. But after that, nothing. The builder completely disregarded the orders. Even during COVID, when hearings were held online, the result remained the same: an incomplete home, incomplete hopes. The story of the Rudra Palace Heights project in Greater Noida West is even more tragic. It has been almost 15 years since the project was launched. 15 years, the entire span of a child's schooling, and yet not a single flat is ready for possession. Those who invested the savings of their youth into this project are now nearing retirement age, but all they hold in their hands are empty promises. Even with RERA, no relief has been achieved. According to a report, only 10% recovery has been made from the projects of 20 major defaulter builders in Noida, which also includes the Rudra Group. This means 90% of the people are still yearning for their flats, while RERA remains limited to just passing orders. The situation has become so bad that now flat buyers are even afraid to file complaints with RERA. Many flat buyers allege that if they complain to RERA, builders try to take revenge against them. Rahul Tandon, a buyer from the Mahagun Montage project, says that when he filed a complaint with RERA, the builder threatened to cancel his booking. On one hand, there is the pain of not getting a home, and on the other, the compulsion to endure threats. This is a direct murder of a common man's hopes. Similarly, another buyer, 𝐮𝐸𝐻𝐵, shares that when he approached RERA regarding delays in his project, the builder slapped an extra demand of 22 lakh rupees against him, despite him having already paid 27 lakh rupees. According to 𝐮𝐸𝐻𝐵, the builder openly threatened him, saying that this is the punishment for filing a complaint with RERA. Supreme Court lawyer Kumar Mihir provides a legal interpretation of this situation. He explains that RERA too has its own limitations. Projects that were completed before 2016 do not come under RERA's jurisdiction. Projects that were incomplete were supposed to be registered, but many companies went bankrupt, and then the IBC, Insolvency and Bankruptcy Code, was applied to them. Under Section 14 of the IBC, once a company enters the insolvency process, no proceedings can take place against it in any other court or authority, including RERA. Mihir also says that many times RERA passes orders and even issues recovery certificates, but the district magistrate, DM, has to execute them. If the builder obtains a stay from the court, recovery can remain stalled for years. In other words, justice is granted on paper, but in reality, the buyers continue to wander in search of relief. It has been 9 years since RERA was implemented. But the reality is that hundreds of buildings in Delhi NCR still lie deserted. Some have turned into ruins, some have construction material gathering dust, and in some places, construction work has almost completely stopped. Families who invested their lifetime savings to buy a dream home have now lost trust not just in RERA but in the entire system. This is not just about houses, it is about dreams. An unfinished building is not just bricks and mortar, it silently bears witness to incomplete hopes, broken dreams, and shattered faith. Because the real loss is not just of money, the real loss happens when someone loses their trust.
If our video has taught you something new, do not forget to like and share this video so that this information can reach others as well. Your likes and shares are a source of inspiration for us. If you have any questions or suggestions, please let us know in the comments. It will be our honor to answer your questions and listen to suggestions. And yes, if you like our content, subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon so that you stay connected with every new story. Thank you. GRT Business YouTube channel sources: news from various news agencies, opinion polls, and other public sources. We try to ensure that every report and summary is accurate and verified, but we are not responsible for any dispute or error. Our aim is only to provide you with accurate information.